boy Snickety Doo here, and today I'm bringing you a different type of video. I'll be having some gameplay in the background, so you'll have that to enjoy while I just speak on the topic that I'm going to be talking about. Today I'm going to be talking about how console Fortnite players deserve much more respect than they get at the moment. Everybody thinks PC is like the end-all be-all, the best platform that you can play Fortnite on. And I'm here to refute that. So I have a few points. First off, I'm going to start out by just naming a few console players who compete at the highest level in tournaments, and they even place high. Some of them, specifically Nick Mercs, is placed, I believe, top 50. There's another PS4 player, NetJ, and Xbox players, Janitor Man and Pier, are all just, they're on another level when it comes to Fortnite. These guys compete with the best PC players in the world. You can see that they honestly, they're not at any sort of necessarily disadvantage because they're so good with a controller. They can build with the best of them. They can shoot with the best of them. They compete, like I said, at the highest level. They compete in Summer Skirmish, Fall Skirmish. I believe, what was it, PAX West, or was it PAX East, that some console players were invited to, and they performed really well. And my next point is that the new controller customization option that just came out for console players is massive. So for players who have a controller such as a Scuff with the 4 paddles on the back, or their new controller they added paddles on the side, you can map those buttons to your specific building, and you'll be able to build even faster than you do now. So you won't have to press B or circle or whatever platform you're on and then press one of the trigger or bumper buttons to build what you're trying to build. And that will elevate console players even higher than they currently are now. They'll be able to be as quick, if not quicker, than some PC players, because some PC players use buttons that just aren't that close to their fingers, or they don't use mouse buttons, so they have to reach like their index finger across, or they have to reach up to the number keys, or whatever it may be. And whereas for a console player, their fingers are always going to be on those buttons, where they can just press it with their middle finger or their ring finger. Your fingers are always there, and you'll be able to tap them at will. So you'll be able to build extremely quickly. Another point that I have is some of the most competitive esports events take place on console. For instance, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Halo, Destiny. All of these games take place on console, and they're extremely competitive, and players who play those games are better than 99% of people who play those games. I can guarantee people who play on PC would just get completely slaughtered by the players who play on console, because it's ingrained into the console player of using the controller, and they have everything memorized, and their sensitivities are perfected, and all of these things like that. And my next point, my final point, is that PS4 now has enabled cross-platform play with every platform out there, including Xbox, Nintendo Switch, mobile, everything like that. I'm not saying that there's going to be competitive players who play on mobile or on the Switch. I don't think that would even be possible, but I don't think I've seen an event where somebody plays on Xbox because most of the competitive players play on or most of the players who are invited to events like PAX and Fall Skirmish play on PS4, for instance, Nick Mercs. And I don't think that they have the capability to include Xbox players in those events. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's just going to elevate the level of play even higher, because Xbox players are going to have an incentive to be the very best of the console players. And like back in the day, Xbox is where like most games were played competitively. Call of Duty was on Xbox for however many years it was. I think it was up until Advanced Warfare or Black Ops 3. Halo, I don't know if Halo is still played competitively. I think so. Halo is still played on Xbox. Gears of War is still played on Xbox. All of these games, hyper-competitive games, are played on Xbox. And I think with the inclusion of this cross-platform, you'll begin to see Xbox players emerge in the top some odd percent of Fortnite players, and you'll see them starting to go to events. And lastly, I just want to say console players, I just don't think get enough respect. For whatever reason, PC players just look down on them, and they just for some reason think that they can't compete, and that's just flat out not true. There's instances of console players competing at tournaments, like I said already. Nick Merckx, guys like him, they compete at the highest level already. And I think with the emergence of the cross-platform play and the custom controller layouts, you'll begin to really see a lot more competitive console players burst out onto the Fortnite scene. That's pretty much it, guys. If you like the video, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you have any criticisms, if you want to refute anything that I've said, drop it down in the comments. Yeah, if you think what I said was good, share it to your friends. Maybe if you're on console and you feel the same way as I do, share it to your friends and get the word out there that console players are here to stay, and we're going to keep rising to the top. We're going to keep getting better and better. Building is going to just keep getting quicker and quicker. And yeah, I mean, that's all I got to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.